Almost got it. Whoops. That was shocking. Oh, I see. I mixed up these two wires. Small mistake, big boom. I guess that is the same when you write an assignment. You must pay attention when integrating information from sources, since even small mistakes can make things go wrong very easily. So, focus. We get two major mistake types. 1, no attention to detail, and 2, how the references fit into your sentences. Let me tell you, I've made some huge referencing mistakes myself, and that is why I am wearing my DIY Fix-It uniform to help you avoid the same mistakes. Mistake type number 1. I did not pay attention to detail. Look at how I structured a text reference from Chabalala's book. The important thing I forgot here was the page number. According to the NWU Harvard Referencing Guide, a page number must always be included in a text reference. The reason for this is to make it easier for the reader to find the information in the source you used. The only exception is when you make use of an internet source, which is in HTML format. This is easy to fix. I just add the page number after the date in brackets, like this. Another mistake that has to do with detail is this one. Can you see? I again forgot the page numbers, and I did not realize that there must be a semicolon after each source and not a comma. Why not a comma? Because different punctuation marks have different functions in referencing. The semicolon in this case is used to separate the sources in the text reference when more than one source is used to support the same statement. A comma, on the other hand, is used to separate the surname and year of one specific source. If you mess it up, it is unclear to the reader what information goes with which source.
Huh? What?
Here is the improved version of my sentence. Does that look correct now? Whoops, no. I forgot my ABCs. Another bit of detail I often forget is that the sources in this text reference must be rearranged in alphabetical order. This is to make it easier to find the entry in the reference list. Chan comes before Pieterse in the reference list, and Pieterse before Smith. It's as easy as ABC. That's better. And here is a teeny-weeny little mistake that I'm sure you are also guilty of, right? Yep, you guessed it. The full stop is in the wrong place. It should be after the text reference, after the bracket, like this. So why does this matter? Remember, my sentence stops after the reference, not before. Otherwise, the next sentence will start with an out-of-place reference. And you thought a little dot is unimportant.
Oh.
The second major mistake type is when the text reference does not fit sensibly into the sentence structure. I often forget that how I place my reference in the sentence and where I place it in the sentence both need to allow the sentence to still make sense. Let's take this example. The issue here is that the surname Masango needs to be part of the sentence. But because I put the surname in brackets, it is not. In this case, only the year and page number should be in brackets. An easy way to identify this error is like this. If something is in brackets, you don't always read it out when reading aloud. So the sentence would have sounded like this. According to, there are 9 consequences of inadequate sleep. That sentence does not make sense. And look at this mistake. Summerfield and Moyle are 2 different sources. So I was supposed to keep the surname, year, and page number together like this. Otherwise, it becomes confusing to figure out which date and page go with which author's surname. This next one is a bit silly. My ultimate mistake was my poor word choice in this sentence. Goodness, 1985 is almost, like 40 years ago? So that's definitely not new research. A better version of this sentence is, according to the cook, 1985, 56, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is enough for the average adult. But is that enough? Actually, even better would be to search for a more recent source to confirm that this statement is still true, and then to change the message of my sentence to something like, it has been a well-established fact since the 1980s that 7 to 8 hours of sleep is enough for the average adult. I also need to double-check my sentence structure when I refer to a source. Can you spot my mistake here? This sentence does not make sense at all. I used too many words to initiate my reference. So, it must either be Jamison, brackets 2022, page 3, claims that, or, according to Jamison, 2022, page 3, sleep is vital. Take note that there are many different connecting verbs you can use to make the text reference fit into your sentence. Depending on what you want to say and what the source actually did, you can use words or phrases in conjunction with your source, such as Jamison argues, states, concludes, reminds, points out, or suggests. Any of those options will work. Trust me. Make sure that the word you choose matches with the content. If Jamison argues a statement, it means this information is part of a bigger argument. If Jamison simply states something, it is usually just a fact or an opinion. Let's recap. To avoid referencing mistakes, focus on detail. Even small punctuation marks are important. Also, make sure the text reference fits sensibly into your sentence, and choose the suitable connecting verb to bring the meaning across. Ha! That's better. Small mistake fixed. Now it works, right? From me, Miss Fix It, over and out.